Hello, I'm Gail Ruuti, and this is my story. I was born in Appleton, Wisconsin, several decades ago. I'm the middle child, and I have two sisters. I went to school at St. Paul's Lutheran Grade School, and then I went to high school at Fox Valley Lutheran High School, and then I went to college. I have a Bachelor of Business Administration degree in accounting from UW-Whitewater. After graduation, I went to work for a multinational company, and I lived in many, many different states while I worked for them. I lived in Connecticut, Louisiana, Pennsylvania, Oregon, Minnesota. I lived in Ashland, Wisconsin, Green Bay, and now I am back in Appleton, my hometown. I never thought I would come back to Appleton, but I'm really glad that I did. And at this point in my life, you would have to blast me out of Wisconsin. I hope to spend the rest of my earthly life here in Appleton. I'm not married and I don't have any children, but I do have an extended family. I have several nieces and nephews. I live on a little 10-acre horse farm. Currently at this point, I have one horse. His name is Ace. I bought him when he was 4 months old, so I raised him and I trained him, and he's now 12 years old. He is a wonderful horse, and he's also just great to be around. Even when I don't ride, I just enjoy looking out my window and seeing him, and I enjoy going to the barn every day. So when I lived in Oregon, I had many, many riding opportunities in Oregon. I cantered my horse along the surf of the Pacific Ocean. That was exciting. I also camped with my horse in the Cascade Mountains of Oregon. It's a beautiful, beautiful scenery there. I also currently have 3 dogs. They're all rescue dogs. They all came up from the south, and I have a passion for rescue dogs. So I very much enjoy having them. I currently have Sadie, who is a 7-year-old Chihuahua Cocker Spaniel mix. Then I have Biscuit, who is a 5-year-old Lab Pug Cross. And my third dog is a 3-year-old Foxhound Lab Cross named Tegan. Tegan is very challenging, but I have her in an advanced obedience class, and I do hope to compete her in obedience trials probably as early as next spring. I also volunteer at the dog rescue, Saving Paws, and we brought back 29 rescue dogs. Most of them were adopted by the time they got to Wisconsin, and fortunately, none of them were adopted by me. And my favorite hobby outside of my animals is knitting. I've been knitting since my mother taught me when I was 5 years old. And I enjoy knitting when I'm watching Jeopardy, Hacker Games, and Hallmark movies. Now I knit sweaters, vests, Afghans, baby Afghans, and lots of socks. I've been with Paycon and Dixon Ticonderoga for 14 years. In my first job, I was responsible for forecasting and production planning up until May 1st of this year. And I semi-retired on May 1st, so I currently just work 2 days a week, and I do business analysis and special projects. And I really enjoy working 2 days a week because it gives me structure and socialization, and it also keeps my brain fresh. When I first started working, we did everything by hand. We wrote up journal entries, payroll was done offline, and somebody key punched all of that into the mainframe computer system. And the first desktop computer that I saw was probably about 10 years into my career. And I resisted using it because it was so slow. It took 10 to 15 minutes just to boot up a simple file. And I have now become kind of one of the go-to people for working in Excel. So I went from resisting using a computer to not being able to live without a computer. And I see myself in 5 years pretty much doing just what I'm doing now. And I am very happy with my life, and I feel like I'm living my dream. So I hope I'm still doing this in 5 years. During the 14 years that I've been at Paycon, Dixon Ticonderoga, many of my coworkers have become friends. And that is one of the reasons that I want to continue working 2 days a week, because I enjoy those relationships with those people, and I like to continue them and stay in touch with my coworkers. Thanks for listening to my story, and God bless each of you.